Like it or not, artificial intelligence is here to stay, and it's only getting smarter. But just how useful is AI when it comes to helping you cast your vote in an election?
Yeah, KSL Investigators put several AI bots to the test. And tonight, Daniela Rivera reports on whether you can trust their answers on how to cast your ballot.
Think about it. What once took you hours, AI can do in seconds. Whether it's helping you reword that email to your boss, digging up a gardening guide, or dishing out a dinner idea, AI is a source of endless information. But what about its capacity for misinformation? And can we trust it with more important things like helping us participate in democracy and vote in this year's elections?
This one could be fun.
Inside Davis County's Election Center, we figured County Clerk Brian McKenzie would be the perfect person to help us put 5 different AI bots to the test. ChatGPT, Anthropic's Claude, Google's Gemini, Meta's AI, and Snapchat's My AI.
First, a basic question.
And we're using some of the most common Utah voter questions, like, when is the next election in Utah? ChatGPT told us
On November 5th, 2024.
Which Brian rates.
That's kind of true, but kind of not true.
Google's Gemini told us
I'm still learning how to answer this question. In the meantime, try Google search.
to Google it.
Looks like this AI is still rather young, and learning a lot of things may not be a great resource to find out election information.
Anthropic's Claude
It's thinking.
just kept giving us this error message.
I would rather no answer than wrong answer.
But that's exactly what we got from Snapchat's My AI.
This one is not giving us accurate information.
It said Utah's next general election is November 3rd, which is just wrong.
It's early, which is better than late, but it is inaccurate.
Meta's AI was the only one that gave us a date in June.
This is wonderful. So this is the first one that popped up and gave us a heads up that there's a primary election.
Time to try a more difficult question. Here's ChatGPT again.
Can I show up and vote if I'm not registered to vote yet?
Let's see what it tells us. If you're not registered to vote and show up at a polling place on election day, you will not be able to vote.
Is that true?
That is not true.
Not true, Brian says, because even if you're not registered to vote in Utah, you're not out of luck. You can show up, register, and cast a vote on Election Day.
No. In order to vote in Utah, you must be registered to vote.
Snapchat's AI got it wrong, too.
The average citizen may look at this and be like, well, I'm not registered, I'm out of luck.
But it wasn't all misinformation. For example, Brian was impressed with what ChatGPT knew about Utah's vote-by-mail process.
But I love that it pointed out that you can track your ballot. If you choose to vote by mail, that's a really cool feature.
For the final test, we let the elections expert take on AI himself.
Can Utah's voting machines be hacked?
Ooh.
I might regret asking that question.
The answer from ChatGPT, it's a long one.
Like any technology, voting machines are susceptible to potential security vulnerabilities, including hacking. However, efforts are made to implement security measures to mitigate these risks and ensure the integrity of the voting process.
How do you feel about that answer?
Do you know what? If I was to prepare some sort of a statement on election security, I would probably have something very similar to that.
While ChatGPT seemed to be the most advanced of the AI bots we tried, none of them answered our questions with 100% accuracy. And that, Brian says, is the takeaway.
We can't put 100% confidence in these new technologies as they're still learning and as we're learning how to interact with them.
Whether hitting send on that email, planting the perfect sun and shade pairing, making dinner plans, or figuring out how to vote, anytime we turn to AI for information, it's worth taking a moment to think about it. Daniela Rivera, KSL 5 News.